Here we go. I've been on the run. The shadow ways of time. It's starting to
Stupid.
We're ugly and we're friendly and we're stupid.
Give me a whiskey on the rocks.
Oh, yes. Hey, good evening, everybody.
That's not a copyright strike, right?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't see why not. This is a very, very dire moment. We will talk about the elephant in the room so we can knock it out. And then we're going to talk about some fun news to cheer us up.
It feels kind of counterproductive to talk about something so sad and the aftermath and the stupidity of the aftermath.
And
then start cracking jokes about everyday stuff.
But this is the America we're living today.
So, if you haven't been living under a rock...
before we get started, let me just... We're definitely going to pour one out.
Because we're totally dependent.
Functional alcoholic. And I got to get rid of this whiskey. And I need your opinion on it.
What is it?
The Jack Daniels finally released a bonded whiskey. Or bourbon bourbon.
What the hell does bonded whiskey mean?
Bonded bourbon means that it has to be made during a certain period in the year. It has to be made by the same batch, BIB. BIB is the term. And so it's a stricter rule.
Bottled in bond. That's what BIB means.
Yeah. It's a stricter rule. It means it has to be made within a 9-month frame, I think between March to September or something like that.
January to June or July to December.
Yeah. And it has to be from the same batch, the same area of the warehouse.
Yeah.
And that's the rule. And it's supposed to make it. It's supposed to be a more consistent flavor, a more richer flavor. But this is Jack Daniels, so I don't know how this is gonna work because they are not known for making regular type bourbon. Since theirs technically is called Tennessee whiskey.
Hey, it's 100 proof. This is a good way to start our morning.
Oh yeah. But let's see if Jack Daniels could keep up. The reason is I feel like they started doing this was they can keep up with the demand of everybody else because they're getting their ass whooped right now.
It's kind of a strong smell, but it doesn't smell like anything different than what they normally make.
Yeah, I still like their Gentleman's Jack more. I don't even like their fucking single barrel. The single barrel is horrible.
I do like their Gentleman Jack. It seems like it's not like super high price, but it's way better. I mean,
it's cheaper than the single barrel.
Yeah, of course it is.
And the single barrel is not great. I'm like, God damn, I wasted money on this fucking thing. I like the bottle of the single barrel.
It's pretty smooth. It's not bad.
My second try is a little better. Ooh, that burned though. Put some ice in it. I've been slacking. I haven't made any spheres, but I've been busy.
So, elephant in the room?
Let's knock out the elephant in the room.
So, if you haven't been living under a rock, another kid shot up a school today, but it was an elementary school and not his high school.
It's not a kid. I wouldn't call his asshole a kid.
He's barely 18.
Barely 18, and I'm pretty sure he did it to impress some girl he doesn't know.
That's my only thing. I didn't want to talk about this because I don't feel like enough information has been put out yet.
But we can't criticize certain things about it.
The media, it's the first come first serve kind of bullshit where they're putting out incorrect information because it's the first thing they got. They didn't even bother to vouch for or check it or confirm it. They're just putting it out because they want to be the first to put it out. First we were getting he only had a handgun. Then we were getting he had a handgun and possibly a rifle. Now it's confirmed that he had 2 rifles.
It's confirmed. Not confirmed.
And they're still saying, and there's still like other stuff coming out, like who was wearing body armor.
So the official, more credited theory that they got going on right now, because there's nothing that's been officially released, and I have sources that I am not allowed to show or tell, but the theory is going right now that he shot his grandma, ran from the cops, crashed his car, and ran inside his school. And analysts predicted that he just decided to do this out of passion.
No, I wouldn't say passion, but this was his last stand. This was his. He knew it was done for,
and he just wanted
to go out guns blazing.
And he's a piece of shit for doing it. If he's the one to shoot at cops, fine, whatever. That's their job to get shot at. No disrespect. It's just
no. That is their job to get shot at.
You don't
They
fucking
should wear a
shoot
yellow
kids.
signal on their chest.
Shoot me. It's just like what was it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to laugh about this, but I mean,
what was it? The movie Reservoir Dogs when they're talking about who Mr. Blonde, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not a maniac. I'll shoot cops. They're fucking cops, but I'm not gonna shoot a person like a real person." I was just like, that's a weird way of looking at it.
but you're right. You're a cop. It's your job. That's
You
why they
take
call
the
it
brunt.
in the line of duty,
Yeah.
in the line of fire.
And
You're supposed-
if you attack any self-respecting cop, he will tell he'd rather get shot at than have kids get shot at. That's anybody, any decent person in this world would sit there and say, you shoot me instead of a child, especially a child under 10. Without getting too much details, he was killed, and this is confirmed. He was killed by a border patrol who was so happened to be in the area and went and disobeyed orders and went inside on his own. Got shot at.
I did hear that he went in before backup would arrive.
He disobeyed order, went in, got shot, but he took down the suspect.
Was the suspect wearing body armor? Because I kept getting
That
getting
is
reports, and I can
unconfirmed.
I can only assume that they're saying this because the last guy a couple weeks ago was wearing body armor.
That is unconfirmed. The videos that I've seen him running inside the school shows he wasn't. He was wearing a t-shirt. But maybe, like I said, everything will be confirmed here soon. Once everything down. So
But see, at the moment, everything's all willy nilly. Nobody's. I can't. I feel like I can't trust the media because they're trying to get the news out.
I'm getting a lot of it through a resource, and unofficial count is 20.
Well, I don't have that resource.
Well, unofficial count is 20.
Muy chingón, I think a resource.
It's not a good resource to have. Trust me.
But I can't. I have a hard time talking about this because we don't know what information is right and what information is incorrect.
Now we can speculate that this was probably This would probably be a big way to boost up the midterms, which is gonna fucking suck because they're gonna make it a political statement out of this, which is sad.
Well, it's a little late because the voting was last night
for midterms.
for our Texas at least.
Yeah, but I'm talking about fucking United States midterms. That's in November.
I mean, but it still makes a big difference. I mean,
Yeah, it does.
The primaries, whatever.
It does. That's why a lot of the judges are doing a lot of finally fucking starting to do their fucking jobs because the election season and this bullshit that's how it works.
The election season is French.
It's fair to say I'll do my job.
But do they?
They don't. They don't. Especially in Texas here lately.
Oh my god.
They don't. This is a big what the fuck is Abs gonna do? Because he stood by his gun laws. And look, I'm a big gun advocate.
I don't think
It's so here's what's funny about that, because I was at work this morning talking about this with a bunch of old guys who's been around, seen it all. And one of them was actually legitimately pro anti-gun to a certain extent. What's awesome that this old head said we don't need more gun laws. What we need is fucking more cops to enforce the gun laws that we do have, because they're there, but nobody's enforcing it. That is a valid point.
What gun laws are you talking about?
There is a waiting period when to get assault rifles. You have to wait at least 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, because my I don't want to use the actual term, cap, whatever. He got an assault license. It took him 3 years.
Oh, you're talking about the special license that allows you to get automatic weapons.
Yes.
Because there is no waiting period for regular rifles.
No, but
and that includes semi-automatics. There's no waiting period.
But they're talking about he having whatever. But you know what I'm saying?
He had a full automatic weapon?
Yeah.
The other thing is there are ways to modify it. And they're super simple. Some of them are 3D printable. It's a little piece. And all you have to do is insert it into the rifle.
We just taught that old man this morning about that. You can 3D print one. Wait a minute, you can 3D print a whole fucking gun?
You can 3D print a whole fucking rifle.
What the fuck? It's how are we gonna there's no way. There's always gonna be a way around. It's just something has to be done. It's a sad the saddest thing about this.
There's no one button that's gonna.
It's gonna piss off a lot of people.
There's no. Pardon the pun, but there's no magic bullet. There's no one thing that you're gonna do that's gonna eliminate gun violence. And the thing is, no one gun violence is the same as the other.
No one gun
because the one from 2 weeks ago, that was political. That was a radical.
That was a hate crime.
It was political. Yeah, it was a hate crime.
It was a hate crime.
He had been convinced of a political ideology, and he decided to take his frustrations out and make a statement about unsuspecting public. That was completely political, ideological. It was a hate crime, yes, but like it's an underlying. It's things people are talking about on the news.
Yeah, but once you start getting into kids,
This was a crime of. Seems like more of a crime of passion.
yeah, it is, and this when it comes
Something
to
was
kids,
wrong with this kid. Something triggered this kid. Like I said,
It's too easy. It's too easy to fall down mental. It's the stability.
I'm not saying it was the only thing that happened, but it's a big factor, man.
It's a factor.
This kid thought that he needed to take somebody out, and then when instead of face the consequences, he decided to go balls
But
deep.
something has to be really screws loose to think that taking out kids is
Absolutely.
It doesn't make them insane.
You said a mouthful.
Yeah.
You have to be really screwed loose to. you have to have what's wrong with you? You have to be mentally ill.
Me and mentally ill and screws loose is two different things.
No, it's not.
That's why it takes forever to convict someone of being mentally insane. There is liars and borders and tests yet to be done. There's no such thing as just being crazy.
Like I said,
it's an easy cop out. It's an easy cop out.
There's so many variables when it comes to deciding what caused the crime. Just the fact that guns were available didn't cause this crime. It contributed, but it didn't cause this crime. Something triggered this kid. Something made this kid go overboard. And yes, this kid is wrong for it, but I want to know the trigger. I want to know the context. How can we stop it? How can we recognize the signs and be like, hey man, you look like you're about to do something stupid?
The thing is that's never going to happen. It requires parents to be parents. It requires people to get involved, and they don't do that anymore. Hell,
So you're saying the cause was bad parenting?
I'm saying the cause is just the society we live in. Because even 2 weeks ago when we had the guy, he did it on live Twitch, first off. Secondly, he was on there for 45 minutes before the shooting saying what he's going to do. Nobody on Twitch, and at the time I think he had like 80 views, 100 views.
Where the fuck was Batman?
There you go. Where's Batman beating him up?
Where's Batman with his stupid Tucker?
He was too busy beating up crisscrossers.
My bosses?
Yeah. Or jaywalkers. One of the two.
En español. I'm sorry to poke jokes at this, but it seems like this
is the only way we can comprehend what's going on.
It seems like everybody wants to go the gun route on this, but there's so many other factors.
I didn't think about the gun route.
What's the point of having these active shooter drills if you're not going to use them?
That's the thing too. That's the thing that we talked about. The school was too easily accessible to get in. And here's a sad joke to
We live in Texas, I drive by my old
here's
high
the
school
thing.
all the time.
It's a small
There's
town.
always a car parked.
This is a small town. Small town mentality. It's one of those things where this will never happen in a small town.
But it did.
And it did, yes. Until and that's a sad fact. And there's no one to blame but this really. I mean, if it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen.
Like I said, it's so hard to blame one factor.
There's too many wheels to grease up. What I will say is this: I do find it ironic that low privileged schools or what's considered ghetto schools, doesn't even have to be in low period areas, but it's considered ghetto schools because of the clientels, do have cops on scene during the whole school time. Have multiple cops on scene. Have metal detectors. All that shit on scene. And these more privileged, more enlightened schools, you want to call it, in nice terms, have no type of security whatsoever. And what do these school shootings usually always happen at? Usually.
I don't know, bro. You tell me.
So, no. Columbine was an all-white school. Virginia Tech was an all-white school. So,
like I said, I think you're picking and choosing.
But what I'm saying is there is a pattern. There is a pattern. The pattern is there's not enough security.
This wasn't like Columbine, and this wasn't like in Columbine.
You're right. It was all planned. It was all planned.
But the thing is, the student knew the other students.
Well, Sandy Hook was the same way.
Sandy Hook, the student knew everybody he was going after. He had a list. He had a manifesto. That's why this is different. He didn't have a list. He didn't have a manifesto.
Sandy Hook didn't have a manifesto.
Not a manifesto, but he
just wanted to kill his parents, and then he just wanted to go out with a bang.
Still, he had a list of people. He didn't randomly go to a different school and randomly kill people. This was a random school.
But again,
and that's the other thing I was mad about. I was like, what was the connection to the school? Did he have a connection to the teacher?
No, that was a miscommunication on that part, which was I thought the grandma worked at school.
I thought she did too. I thought she might have been the teacher.
They finally corrected it, and they're like, no, he just thought.
And that's why it's so hard to talk about this, because the information that we're getting is so inconsistent.
Before we start talking about gun laws and shit, let's fix what we can fix. And we can start off by adding more securities into schools. And that requires budgeting through state levels, releasing funds through state levels, and retraining these officers. Because each district has their own department. But they have to fill in gaps whenever the cops...
What do you think about letting teachers decide whether they want to defend their classrooms or not?
No. Because that's too much responsibility for someone. That requires years of training, and you know that.
So does teaching, technically.
Yes, but you're not.
I made a joke. I'm sorry.
You're not gonna die.
I made a joke. I made it funny.
But you're not gonna die if you give someone the wrong information. You will die if you're not willing to do what you need to do.
Part of the thing about I get what some of the school security thing is like, if you're gonna do active shooter drills. The problem with the active shooter drills, if you're trying to prevent a school shooting, is usually the kid is in there participating with the active shooter drills, learning about them and knowing what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but active shooter shit is just like the tornado drill. It only works in theory. Like, do you really think putting your head between your shoulders and then sitting in the corner of a hall would have worked in a tornado? Or putting your kids under a desk during the atomic bomb drills.
That was a funny one.
Those are like drills that just keep people calm, but it's just not a real efficient work. Like we need like,
oxygen gets you high. During a high altitude plane maneuver, you're taking giant deep breaths of oxygen.
You become euphoric. You're willing to die now. That is a reference to Fight Club. Which does make a valid point. If you really think about it, if you really think hard enough, it does make a valid point. That's what we can lead. We can start looking at security. Security for schools, all schools.
Give them a whistle.
More than that, hopefully. But it requires more funding, in which is, I get the issue is, especially these smaller towns don't have that type of funding. Which has
fuck it. Let's pay the janitors more and get them involved.
Fuck it, yeah. You know they know how to hold a gun.
Hell yeah.
That's why they're there.
Part of the thing,
that's why they're there.
When I started listening to people talking about why it was a bad idea to arm teachers, because one, becoming a competent shooter takes practice,
and even then, it's still just, you can be trained all your life, and I've said it before. Even that's why I didn't like the Hawkeye thing, where she was trained for it, but suddenly she can fight in a real life.
But that's what superheroes are. They're people who don't react normally in
yeah, but not all teachers are super.
You're right. Not all teachers are superheroes.
Not all teachers are Charles Bronson, who just fucking decides to go around.
But Hawkeye is a superhero, and he doesn't react normally in high intensity situations.
But not her. She wasn't Hawkeye.
But she's supposed to be the next version of him.
It was written in the script. She had to do it.
She's supposed to be as the next superhero. And so she naturally reacts differently from normal people. Well, sorry, we're getting off topic because...
Let's bring it back
here. Why you gotta bring up old shit, huh?
Let's bring it back here. There's more than just training. For you, any nuthead can... You go on dates holding guns.
Also, it takes a certain level of keep your mouth shut. Because you can't let your students know that you're holding.
Yeah, because students, I mean, sad to say, are little shit sometimes.
Yeah.
They will go through shit. And then locking the gun away will be counterproductive because that's what? Seconds?
Yeah, the difference in the time that it takes you to get your gun out of its safe could be the difference between somebody's life and yours. Yeah. So I can understand that. But like, on the other hand of that... Huh?
Switch real quick. On the other hand, what?
I was going to say, why not let the teachers make that distinction? If they want to go through all the training and if they want to go prepare themselves for that, why not let them make that decision?
Here's my issue with that. I don't want a fucking sprung out steroid ass gym teacher thinking he's fucking Charles Bronson and then he's the one that's going to
I
under
wouldn't mind a
pressure.
roided out gym teacher putting down a freaking school shooter.
I know like one of my teachers was an off duty cop that works there during his hours. But not everyone's like that. Like I was saying, like there's a mentality you have to be prepared for to do.
That's what some of the training does, though.
No,
I mean they explain it to you. There's nothing that can prepare you for a real world situation.
yeah, but how often do you see people like cower? How many times do you hear story of people in the army, military that cower up between real combat? It's very high likely. Like you don't know who you are until you actually do it. And that's the thing. Do you really want to have that test happen? Really matters.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I don't.
I mean, dude, if I've made the decision,
just because you made a decision.
no. If I've made the decision, I've gone through the training, I've gone through the scenarios.
Still wouldn't mean you're good at it.
You have to mentor. So what? At least you
so
have.
What, my ass? You got kids
At least
to
you have a
protect.
fighting chance, dude.
Fighting chance, my ass. That's a good way to get a bullet in your head.
You're gonna get a bullet in your head anyway.
That's not the mentality. That's not the fucking mindset you want to have. You want to be able to, I'm going to survive this shit and I'm going to win. That's the mentality you want to have when you walk into that scenario. Not, oh, I'm going to go down anyways. Fuck these kids.
No. It's not fuck these kids. I'm going to go down anyway. But if I'm going to go down, I'm going to take this dude out before I go down.
See, this is not the movies, though.
I'm not talking about movies. This is real world shit.
Yeah, but you acting like this is like some movie shit.
It's not a movie. It's not a movie. And when you purchase the gun, when you purchase the ammo, you've already made the decision that if shit should ever happen, you've made the decision that you're gonna act.
Yeah, but
once you purchase,
but I'm not putting myself in a position to bodyguard kids or bodyguard.
Yeah, you are.
People.
Well, if you decided to be a teacher, yes, you are.
No, you're not. No teacher just says I'm a bodyguard kids. They're there to teach kids.
So fuck them kids. Shoot the kid. You're saying teachers should let the kids die.
Dude, you're putting too much words in my mouth. First off,
I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Yes, you are, because no teacher goes inside being a teacher saying, "I want to be a teacher, but I also want to take a bullet for these kids." That's not how it works. They're there to teach. You ask them to do something they're not trained or hell, if they wanted to fucking.
That's why I'm saying get training. If you want, let the teachers decide.
We can disagree on this one because this is because that's.
I would say let the teachers decide
because you make it sound so fucking easy. You make it sound like it's just around the corner. 2 days.
It's not. It's not an easy decision. It's not.
No, but
they should still have the freedom to decide. No. They have the freedom to decide whether to defend their home or not.
They're
right?
better off. They're better off. Yeah, but that's your home. You're not responsible for like 20 kids, 30 kids, 40 kids.
But when you're in that classroom, you are responsible for 20, 30, 40 kids.
Yeah, but not to fucking like shoot a fucking active shooter.
What else are you going to do? You're not given a choice in that moment.
That's why you hire someone that has that capability, that has that responsibility.
Honestly, in all these active shooters, that comes later. That comes after the fact.
No. That's not how it works, Eric.
Yeah, it does. If the shooter comes in,
so
then the police get alerted.
You make it sound so easy. It's not that easy, bro. If it was that easy, everybody would be fucking cops.
Simple, not easy. Simple,
no,
not easy.
It's, oh my God, it's not even that simple. It's not even that simple. It's not. So, we're going to move on from that topic. And we are... You know what? Let's actually give a moment here, because in the end of the day, this is about the kids and the 2 adults. I think they said they got killed. 2 or 3.
Does that include the grandma?
Yeah, I think it's 2.
This morning, I got conflicting reports. This morning, somebody was saying the grandma was still alive and fighting for her life in the hospital.
She expired.
All right.
So whatever. There's no official count yet. The unofficial.
Confirm your news.
The unofficial count is what, 19 at the moment, 20,
something like that.
So let's go with that for now, and I'm pretty sure from what it sounds like, it might go up. But let's give a minute here for them, just a quick minute. You ready to lighten it up?
Amber Heard shit in the pool. She shit in the pool with Jason Momoa in it. And it said, look at that brown fish. And Jason Momoa testified in court. Or not in court, in video court, whatever. they video called him to testify, and he
I
confirmed
saw
that
that.
she shit in a pool
Like,
while they were filming.
And
then the CEO of freaking DC.
No, this is DC.
Yeah, the CEO of DC testified that nothing about the defamation suit or anything affected Amber Heard's work. Amber Heard affected her own work, but they said she didn't have good chemistry with Jason Momoa, and that it took post production editing to make it seem like they did. And none of the trials, none of the media stuff had anything to do with they're considering her recasting in Aquaman.
So you mean to tell me Amber Heard's a bad actress?
She's
not a good actress.
I don't think she's a very good actress, but I also think that doesn't have anything to do with this. I think it has everything to do with her being personable or her being able to work with other people.
No,
because that's what they're saying. It's like it's not that she can't act. It's not that it's not the media coverage that we didn't like. It's the fact that she was difficult to work with.
I can see that. I just want to know more about this shitting in the pool here.
Like, you want to pause it and you want to pause the record, or you want to go ahead and look it up and.
No, let's pause right quick because I gotta look this up.
Their dumbass lawyer would do.
I mean, I will admit that, but you lost a lot of credibility on that because you fell for a fucking internet troll gang.
I did.
So there was no shitting in the pool. So we have to retcon all that.
I wouldn't put it past her though now.
Fuck it. Nah, but she was called a liar and a hoe, and at the closing moment we made Amber turn around and give a fart face to the fucking attorney. So that was funny. Yeah.
I mean, the testimony that is there that I do know is real. There's the testimony from her sister, which paints a different picture, but there's also testimony from her sister's boss that makes her sister a liar.
There's plenty of evidence that she's a liar.
There's the best friend that was living in Johnny Depp's apartment, who doesn't seem like if he is lying, then he's only lying so far as to not be able to disprove it. If he's not lying, then he still never really saw Amber Heard get hit or anything like that. There's still no witnesses that can attest to Johnny Depp being violent with Amber. No. Yes, there are arguments. Everybody has arguments.
Yes.
Yes, Johnny Depp has. I mean,
Johnny has poor choice of words. How about that?
Yeah.
But people can't really take sarcasm and metaphors as legit fucking way of talking. Amber Heard tried to get away with that. The fact of the matter is, Amber Heard is claiming that she never defamated Johnny Depp's character, even though she released a manifesto on the internet saying that she used to get beaten. And everybody knew who she was talking about. Which damaged Johnny Depp's career, damaged a lot of his shit, put a lot of his movies through horrible marketing.
They had a Disney CEO or a Disney producer come in and testify, but that producer disqualified her by saying, like, if they made a decision about Johnny Depp based on the media coverage, that wasn't my job to make that decision or put any input on that.
Like I said, Amber Heard's lawyers are horrible at cross-examining their witnesses.
They're pretty much horrible at picking witnesses and preparing their witnesses, period.
Still can't forget about this.
But, like, is that because they're horrible, or is that because they took the case without doing the due diligence?
Fucking, we've almost forgot it. If we gotta talk about Amber Heard, we gotta talk about John Depp's second lawyer, the chick who just
oh man, she's amazing. She's like just on fire.
Burned the shit out of her. Got Amber Heard to get out of her fucking...
I'd hate to have to argue with her just in the household, man.
So he got you the job, right?
She's cute too, man. She's really nice.
But that's what they say. They think Johnny Depp is banging her. I'm like, well, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Is that John's business though? Does it matter?
It's not like he's married.
Exactly. And at least she don't shit the bed.
Yeah, she doesn't beat him either. Not physically, anyway.
Emotionally.
Emotionally.
Alright, we're moving on to the next.
Yeah, that's the thing about being with lawyers, dude. They can always, like... the thing about being a lawyer is you have to be able to twist words and remember specific arguments and throw it back in people's faces.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
That's the whole
It's
shitty. That's the whole shitty thing about dating a lawyer or being with a lawyer is they can always turn that switch. If they're any kind of a good lawyer, they can always turn that switch on and turn it against
It's like
you.
dating a Latina.
I think they're a little more organized though.
No, yeah, Latina just rage fueled.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on to the next drink. We probably took a long ass time with that bonded. I thought we were gonna try to shoot that, get rid of it.
It wasn't that bad.
I didn't like it my first time.
I'll
give it. I didn't like it my first time.
It feels mediocre. It's nothing special.
Well,
At least
it only costs like $30.
It's nothing special. It's nothing that like to write home about. I don't even know why they tried to rebrand it as something special.
Because they're trying to get into the bourbon game. They're getting their ass whooped.
It was nothing special. So I don't see why.
It was only $30.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
Gentleman's Jack's still better.
Yeah.
We're doing the smoke wagon. Small batch. And this is an actual...
It's not what you think. Stop it.
I wish. It is a hard...
Not what you think, man.
It is a hard whiskey to get in Texas, but it's out of Las Vegas. Let me know what you think of that. Oh, it smells so caramely. Like.
It's got a sharp smell to it, and it does smell kind of candy-like.
Ooh, so sweet.
You know what? On the second smell, it smells kind of ethanol-y.
Put your nose all the way in it.
Why not? That's how I smell. Es como huelo, fool.
Smells like pure gasoline.
It does smell kind of ethanol to me.
Nah, I smell caramel. Caramel.
It's got like an alcohol burn. Like it tastes more alcohol than whiskey.
You don't like it? You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna say this one. Maybe I'm just crazy, man. Why do people want to depend on my my opinion on this shit? I don't know, but I feel like
that motherfucker.
I feel like I put two. I just put two.
I put my one.
I put two, and they're small. It's not like a giant cube or a giant freaking orb.
All right. Well, so
but for this one, I feel.
I actually like it a lot. It is a good seller to me, in my opinion. Hey,
it's a really nice bottle.
Oh yeah, that for sure. That's a good decorated bottle.
It's kind of like a wine bottle. It's a brown wine bottle, but it's got like flowers on it, and it's got like wax embossing on the front, and it's got that old timey like black and gold freaking old timey writing on it.
If it comes to that, that's always gonna be Samuel.
It looks like the Samuel Maverick bottle, but like a wine bottle
not
instead
of
like a little.
Not as good
swipe.
though.
It's nowhere near as good as Samuel Maverick.
The Samuel Maverick and the Peerless bottles are just so fucking amazing to me. Because they look like old-timey bottles from back in the heydays.
Were you alive? You weren't even alive in the heydays.
I wasn't.
You weren't even an idea.
Nobody was fucking alive in the heydays. About white people.
There are still people alive from the heydays.
All right, you want to hear this crazy shit that's going on in Kansas?
Stickers? The bumper stickers?
Bumper stickers. Because they want to be woke. Some, kind of. So 2 weeks ago, Kansas City council member asked the local police department to remove "In God We Trust" from their car vehicles so they could be more neutral and religious for them. The police chief said he'll do whatever he wants for the council to do. Let's see. But apparently now they're letting them do any type of religion they want. So instead of having "In God We Trust," it'd be based on what religion you have. So...
In Shiba we trust.
Exactly. In Shiba we trust, fucking whatever.
In Allah we trust.
In Allah we trust. They can do that.
Don't put Allah Akbar on your bumper sticker. That's not a good idea in America.
And the council member actually allowed it. They say, you know what?
Did we just get on the list by saying that out loud?
Maybe. And so they voted it back on. Because the original was going to take it off and keep it completely neutral. People bitched about it, mainly Christian supporters. And so they say, okay, we'll let you put "In God We Trust" back on as long as you let other churches, other religious folks put whatever stickers they want on their cruisers. Come in the giant trolls of the
I feel like
Satanics?
Satanism?
Satanic temple. The Satanism. That's the fucking word.
Santana?
Santana? How you fucking say the religious name?
Satanists?
Satanists. There you go. Fuck. Why was that so hard? So, Satanists came on board because they love to troll the shit out of Christian folks and develop tags and stickers for their fucking units. First one says, protect, serve, Hail Satan. Valor, pride, integrity, Hail Satan. One nation, Hail Satan. Protect and serve, Hail Satan. I like that one. The fucking
and
badge.
it has a picture of Baphomet standing in front of
With two kids.
a pentagram with two very happy-looking kids sitting next to him.
God bless Satanism. They did, without them, everything would be boring. And now they're like, the council members are like, it's stuck in a hole now because they just approved this new law. And you got trolls saying, all right, you want to fucking let Christians do whatever they want to do? Hail Satan. I mean, it's not against the law. It's there.
Hail Buddha.
So where's the Jedi?
No, for real. Hell, Jedi. Has the Jedi religion been made?
Yes, it is. Because
is it a recognized religion? Is it tax exempt?
I don't know about tax exempt, but I know you can claim it in the army. You can claim it in the army. You can claim Jedi in the army. And
I don't know about that.
No, you can. Because I remember reading about that.
So when you die, do they burn your body?
Yeah.
Or does your body just disappear? Do they have special rules for lightsabers?
Do they have special rules? I can't have any.
You can't force choke anybody, pleasurable or not.
Yeah, you can. Jedi or Druid.
Roll for initiative. Nat 20, man. Nat 20, man.
Gotta love people that troll religion. It's hilarious.
Well, the whole Satanism
is just
Satanism
trolling.
falls into two categories. Satanism are people labeled
they're atheists.
No, Satanism are labeled by the Catholic Church as people who don't fall under the Catholic religion, or Satanism are self-proclaimed Satanists who are trolling the Catholic Church.
Yeah, and they do a lot more good than the Catholic Church.
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to animals.
It's funny though, but some of the most Christian people. Isn't there one for racing fans?
Yes, and this fucking.
It's what is it?
I don't even remember.
It's Hail Satan, praise Dale.
Yes, I think it is.
Hail Satan, praise Dale.
Well, not that
in
long.
reference to Dale Earnhardt, right?
Yeah, but not that long ago. Even they had I'm trying to remember what town was it. It was somewhere in Georgia where they eradicated the Baphomet statue in front of the courthouse because it said we're allowed to have religious freedom of speech in front of courthouses because they wanted to remove the Bible from the courthouse. And it's all right. Well, we're gonna put our statue up now. It's fucking awesome that they do that shit. And then here locally, you got Brash.
You know who's the real devil?
Who?
What's his name? The dude.
George Carmichael?
No. The dude. What's his name?
George Epstein.
Yes, he's definitely an agent of Satan. Dan Bilzerian.
Oh shit.
Dan Bilzerian, totally Satan, dude. He's got the goat beard. He has a pet goat.
That he rapes and murders every night.
He doesn't need to rape and murder the goat every night. He's got like bitches who will sit on his dick for camera time.
Maybe that's all for show.
Probably. I doubt. I'm pretty sure he's getting his knob slobbed every night because he has the biggest. No, by whoever he wants that's in his Instagram feed.
On 4 legs and has a hair and a horn.
Maybe. But like, I'm pretty sure some of those girls aren't there because they want to be there. I'm sure they're there because they think it's going to boost their career. If they get seen with Dan Bilzerian, their Instagram is going to get like
it's the same shit as fucking, what's his face? Harvey Weinstein.
These girls look of age though. You got to be like at least 18 to get a tattoo,
Harvey
right?
Weinstein was fucking people of age. He just...
Dude,
not all
no, the allegations against Harvey Weinstein.
Well, yeah, no, he fucked
him
Alyssa
bringing in 12 and 13 year olds.
Well, he fucked Alyssa Milano when she was 16, so I get that. But even then,
the main girl that put that put him in jail, they got her when she was 12. She was skipping school at 12.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm going based on. I didn't read that one. I know Alyssa Milano said she fucked him at 16.
And Ghislaine got her to get her 12 and 13 and 14-year-old friends to come along and join in.
You talking about Epstein?
Yeah, that's what you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, Weinstein. Okay, I was talking about Epstein.
Yeah, Weinstein liked him young too, but he was fucking. He fucked Alyssa Milano when she was underage. Theoretically, based on what law you're looking at.
But 16 is definitely underage. Well, I don't care what law you. In some states, 17 is barely scraping by.
No, some states you're allowed to get married at 16 with parental permission, which is Texas.
Yeah, but statutory.
Statutory.
Some states is 17, and but in most states it's 18.
Yeah.
18 is the cut, or like you have to be 18 in order for it not to be
That's
statutory.
why Elvis is a rapist, but people tend to forget that.
Elvis is.
Elvis a rapist.
Yes. Elvis was a groomer. He's a definition of grooming.
I don't give a fuck. He groomed my ass. He married her at 16.
He met her at 13.
Yeah, exactly. Same with what's his face?
And
Jerry Lewis.
And they
made it worse because that was his own cousin.
Oh fuck. Yeah, but still, people idolize Elvis.
They idolize the king.
They're about to make a movie. They're about to release a movie about him.
I want to watch it because I want to see how much they cut out. Because you know they cut out so much of that fucking movie. They had to cut out. Because that man was not a good person. He found God near the end. Yes, I give you that. He became super religious near the end. But that's not make up for all the shit you did when you were young.
Yeah, I think that's the thing people forget about religion is like, they only came up with forgiveness when the guilty people in religion started getting cut.
That's why the mob, instead of being baptized in the beginning of their life, to get baptized near the end.
And I feel like it's kind of stupid. It's like I set my house on fire and then I waited until it almost burnt down to call the fire department.
Exactly. It's a risk you're willing to take.
It's like I spent all my life knowing that what I was doing was wrong, and only in the last 5 minutes did I ask for forgiveness.
And that's
why I feel like it's ridiculous when convicts. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm
it's
glad
never too late to find the Lord.
I'm glad that it turns people into. I don't want to say it turns bad people into good people, because sometimes it just gives people excuses to do bad things in the name of religion. But if it does inspire you to do good, then I think more power to you. I'm not a huge believer in organized religion, but I realize that belief can be a good thing.
You got too deep here because you're missing the point. The point is that Elvis fucked a bunch of underage chicks, stole. Well, he didn't steal. Technically, he didn't steal black music.
I don't know about all the other chicks that you're talking about. My main concern is with Priscilla Presley, because he met her when he was 13. He married her when she was like 16 or 17. He
fucked a bunch of, even Johnny Cash fucked 16-year-olds. That's actually been spoken about. But it was like back before the Me Too movement, I guess, and they were just laughed out like, ha ha ha.
Guys will be guys.
The 50s. Like, what the fuck?
As far as I knew, there were no underage allegations against Elvis until Priscilla. Priscilla said that he dated other girls while he was talking to her while she was growing up, but then but still, that's if that's not rape, then that's the definition of grooming.
I didn't say he physically forced him. He just in
technical
terms.
Like I said, if he didn't rape them, then with Priscilla, that's the definition of grooming, which is just as bad.
Well, no, yeah, you're right. No, but I'm saying calling him a rape. Like, listen, I didn't say that he's forcibly fucking girls. But by
fucking girls underage is
by
statutory rape.
That's considered statutory rape. So let's call him pedophile. It's actually more.
He's a pedophile.
He's a petty.
But I mean, at what point does that?
When you say teenagers, how old are you talking about?
Cause no, for real. Well, for real.
That's a fucking R. Kelly question.
I have an aunt. No. I have an aunt and an uncle who are 15 years apart. She's older by 15 years.
Well, I know that, but and yes, it happens. But
And I don't think they've done anything wrong. I think they were both of age when they got together. But
so what's the problem?
at what point do you stop just stigmatizing
Well,
age gap like that?
Well, as long as you're at age, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're like 18, you're dating a fucking 44-year-old.
All right, R. Kelly.
But R. Kelly was fucking like 16-year-olds, man. Like, that wasn't even that shit.
The grass is green.
So that was a fucking dumbass statement that he goes like, when he goes like, do you fuck teenagers? Like,
No. He's like, do you fuck young girls?
No,
And he's like, how young?
He said teenagers.
How young? 18? 19?
No. The question
Look
was.
it up.
Let me see.
What was the actual question he was asked?
What was the guy that asked? It was the DJ. Was his name himself?
I thought it was
Shay. Let's pause it right quick. Shay.
Shay. I still don't understand what we're arguing about. Like, rape is rape, right? Statutory rape is even worse.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the fact that R. Kelly's an
because
idiot.
apparently, or because the idea of statutory rape is you're too young to make a decision about your sexual partner, so it's wrong for somebody older than you to make that decision for you, and right?
Mm-hmm.
So whether you say yes or no, if you're underage, it's statutory rape.
I don't feel like looking through this because there's a bunch of videos. Whatever. R. Kelly's a rapist.
Pee on you, drip on you, pee on you.
And apparently
drip.
He's broke now. He's super broke.
I thought he was still in prison.
No. I'm talking about his. He can still be in prison.
Is he in prison?
He's still doing. He's not even done his trial yet.
Oh. People still show up. Like, dude, the whole train shows up to his concerts.
Yeah. As any
It's also the same whole train that shows up to Cardi B's concert.
Yeah, but it's also any line of people. Like fucking Ted Bundy had fucking fans and shit that wanted to bang him. So
Yeah.
Girls are just weird.
All of y'all.
All of y'all fucking weird.
Fucking weird.
Oh yeah, you need to watch that George.
I did watch it.
How'd you think of it?
I loved it.
You thought you said you got pissed off? Oh no, you got pissed off.
I started watching Stairway and I got pissed off because while it's okay, I feel like it's one thing to watch a documentary about or even a reenactment of an actual villain who was proven an actual villain who was proven to be guilty. In this one, you just see law enforcement being lazy. And the second I had to turn it off was the first instance where I saw a cop say, "Can you just doctor the paperwork so I can get this in and out of court?"
Yep.
That was bullshit.
I haven't watched the documentary.
It's one thing to see somebody that's outside of the norm, but these are the people that are supposed to be protecting you. These are supposed to be the people that are supposed to be watching out for you, and they're out here cutting corners to get convictions on people that they don't even know is guilty.
Yeah, but everything's far. They ignore certain things. I've watched some of the documentary, but I couldn't sit through it because it was pissing me off.
And they tried to
the owl. I know they dismissed the owl theory, which ended up being what happened.
Well, actually, now they're saying the owl theory is plausible because they found owl feathers in her face.
Like, how did I see that in the beginning? But whatever.
Yeah, the whole neck thing, which was caused by her dive into the pool, right? Mm-hmm. And they said that she looked like she had been strangled, but when actually she had dove into a pool head first. It makes me mad to see that the people that we're supposed to depend on, the people that are supposed to expect to do the right thing, doing the wrong thing. Or doing shady shit.
I might have to watch it
for numbers and convictions. It pisses me off.
But we should talk about George Carmichael.
George Carmichael?
Not George Carmichael.
George Carlin. I love the documentary.
It was beautiful. It was sweet.
It was beautiful.
He was a super atheist, angry old man near the end, but I loved it.
I love the point where he said, like, occasionally when I get frustrated, I'll still turn around and do a Hail Mary. But it's not because I'm praying to some person or some deity. It's because at some point, it's a mantra to help dispel the bad energy that I built up.
Dude, you know what's funny? Like watching.
And I do the same thing too. Like,
oh yeah.
Every time I've had the conversation with myself where I ask myself, do you still believe or not? And I at this point, I say no. But occasionally, I still find myself trying to find that mantra that tries to like...
It's the little hope to get you going.
Little hope.
My thing I really admire from the documentary, especially watching, because they do show a lot of his old stand-up, is that it's the relevancy of it. Till this day, it stands.
Oh yeah, people still use his words to describe.
What's the funny thing about that when you say that people still use his words? It's the wrong type of people using his words. It's the conservatives using his words when he was super fucking liberal as fuck. Because my favorite shit, I think out of the whole documentary when they show one of his stand-up, my favorite quote, and I'm gonna find a meme on it so I can just post
Was it the bomb people one?
No, it was the one about abortion when he goes like, the fucking government, fucking these fucking old fucking whiteheads want to give a shit about babies before they're born. After they're born, they don't give a fuck about them after that. But before they're born, they're pro-life. Afterwards, they're just another person in the army. Like,
there's another soldier to make a dead body. That's what he said, something like that.
Oh, I'm like, that is fucking true. Like, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. They're not pro-life. They're anti-women.
Even if they don't become a soldier after they're born, they become a consumer.
Yeah, and that's what it's just another pile of the fire. I mean,
just ask the baby formula guys.
And then everything's in Mexico right now too, so it's just like so weird. Like I don't understand.
But I love the documentary.
It's beautiful. It's sad.
He did get kind of jaded toward the end.
Oh, but he was old man yelling at cloud near the end.
It is the Batman thing. It's like, which is the real mask? Because
it did say, like, a lot of people say he was trolling, and I got that near the end. I'm like, his
new wife was saying that towards the end, the stuff that he was saying on stage, he would leave it on stage. That was just him performing.
No, but
when he'd come off, he'd be this nice old man.
What was weird about it, because just the day after I listened to a podcast, completely different podcast. And it had this comic name.
Why would you listen to your own podcast?
Not my podcast. Completely different podcast. But they had this comedian on it called...
completely different? How different was it?
They're conservative. Fuck off. But he had this comedian called Craig Gass, who apparently knew him back in the 90s. And he asked him, like... They talked about that last stint of his life. And that's when he knew him. He knew him near the end. And he saw that he supposedly... like. He had the one bit when he talking about fuck recycling, let the world burn, fuck it, one plastic at a time gag, right? Then he goes, the following that, I see this motherfucker recycling. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you're recycling? Like, yeah, every bit counts. Like, this is like, he became a troll near the end, pretty much.
When he was on his game, which I think he even explained.
You can argue, because he has two renaissance. He had the 70s renaissance where he was actually, his gag was funny. And I was surprised how good looking he was in the 70s. Like, he was fucking, like, hair combed back, tucked shirt, just, like, all loose and fucking asshole-like. And then his renaissance in the 80s after he did
I don't know, Luke. I think that the parts where he was looking his best were the parts where he was doing his worst. Where he was doing stuff that he didn't like, where he was doing the talk shows and he was doing the variety shows. He said he hated the variety shows, but he had to look the part. He had to look all prim and proper, or at least held together.
Healthy.
Yeah. So I think the parts where you see him looking at least the way we think his best are the parts where he was doing his worst.
Yeah, but no, because he had to look.
When he was on his game is when I think he was his most successful. And he
after Bill and Ted.
After Bill and Ted, and towards the end too, like his trolling phase. Every time he was trolling, it was when he was doing his best, when he was on his game, because he understood that him speaking his truths were
his unscripted one-line. Even
audience.
his unscripted one-line was hilarious because I still the way I got introduced to him was in Jane Diamond Bob Strike Back. That's the first time I didn't. Grew up watching Bill and Ted.
I watched Sunshine Train Station. Fuck you.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. My bad. I did watch Sunshine Train Station. That's how I met Thomas the Train. For God's sake, like I forgot. Like I almost forgot about that. Like yeah, he was the conductor. Fuck yeah, he was cool as shit.
I love Thomas the Tank Engine. Man.
That's how I met Thomas the Tank. Thomas the Train. No, but like when I realized he was a dirty comedian was in James Silent Bob Strike Back, when he's the fucking hitchhiker. Like, y'all take a shot in the miles who gets me 100 down the road.
He was remember in Dogma, he was the
preacher,
the cardinal.
Oh, the cardinal.
Was he the cardinal?
Yeah, he was the cardinal.
Yeah.
Cardinal Glyph.
Yeah.
And he goes, and I think now watching Dogma, like he was so he was an atheist, and like he's playing this part to the T now. Like
I love that part where Kevin Smith was like, his wife had just died, so he asked me if he could wear a Band-Aid around his wedding band because he's not ready to take it off.
And I was just like,
that was a nice moment.
And
even when he met the other girl, he was like, look, my wife just died. I need to wait, but I'll call you in 8 months. And if in 8 months you're still cool with it, can we go out? And he called her again in 8 months. And he was like, you want to go get a bagel?
A bagel. Such
a bagel.
A bagel. Such a Boston thing to say.
That was awesome.
Because even he had a thing with, I think what was his face? Fucking Ben Affleck apparently had a thing with him. It was just like,
it's like
I'm trying to remember the shit what happened with him. Because he was like, what the fuck just happened? But he was a good guy. And I was surprised when I first heard they were going to make a 2-part documentary about him.
I honestly I cried a little bit because it's
because he went.
No, I mean it feels. Look, I mean it's awesome to see somebody that other people believed in so much. His wife believed in him so much that she went through thick and thin, richer for poorer. I know that sounds cliche, but she stayed with him until she was dead.
Now, the one thing I missed...
And she believed in him.
What was the issue with his daughter?
No, his daughter, she just had a bit of trauma because mom was an extreme alcoholic and dad was a huge cokehead.
Okay, because I remember...
That was the issue with his daughter. But his daughter always understood, and she forgave him.
No, because I remember, like, I somehow missed that part in the beginning, but at the end I saw that, like, she went back to the beach they used to go to in her summer.
Right, because they went to that beach when she was a kid, and dad was super coked out, and mom was super drunk, and they were fighting, and mom had a knife, and she was going to go after dad. She jumped in the middle, and she said, hey. And then she did some stupid child shit where she said she wrote out a contract. Mom would not do any drugs in the house, or dad would not do any drugs in the house, and mom would not drink anymore. And she made them sign it on their vacation. And it helped for a little while.
It was like a cathartic moment.
Yeah, it was kind of a cathartic moment, but it was a traumatic moment. And that's why she said she went back to it years later. She's like, I brought it back and it was gone, or I went there to see if that pain was still there, and it's not. I forgive you that didn't.
That moment right there made me sad because it was. But
like, for me, it's like watching Real Steel. It's like everybody else doesn't believe in you, but your family and those people that stuck by you still believe in you and they love you anyway, and they believe in you so hard. So I cry a little bit because I don't know what that feels like.
No one believes in me. Fucking Real Steel. No, but it was sad because that happened near the end of his fucking life when she had that phone call with him. You know, that's probably one of those.
But also, I don't think she hated him for his whole life. She knew that both mom and dad had demons, but they still loved her.
It was still
a traumatic moment, and she did have baggage about it. But in the end, I think it was great for her to find healing, and for him to find that he hadn't scarred her completely for life.
Speaking of comedians that we grew up on and kind of wrapped their life around. Like, did you see that test footage of the Robin Williams? What's this guy that played Han Solo?
No, I didn't see the test footage.
There's a test because there's supposedly rumor that they're trying to make a biopic for Robin Williams.
Oh, there wasn't. I saw a test footage. This was like a year ago though. Maybe a little longer.
Yeah, but we weren't around. We weren't doing
it. It was some guy on like Instagram or Vine or something like. It was a long time ago. It was right before TikTok started blowing up. But this guy who can do a really good impression of Robin Williams.
No, but it wasn't him. It wasn't
him.
It was the actor that did Han Solo in Solo movie. It was him playing him, and he was doing a moment. And hold on, let me see him.
If you can see my face right now, you see perplexement.
It's the fat face.
I don't think the guy that played Han Solo did a very good job.
No, but apparently he can act like fucking Robin Williams. And I thought that was
because the thing is, Han Solo is Harrison Ford. Which
I don't like that Kenny comes out saying we're never gonna do, like, fuck off, like you ruin everything.
Harrison, if you can act like Harrison Ford, then you can act like Han Solo.
To be Harrison Ford, you have to be high as fuck, not give a shit,
It ain't that
and
kind
then
of
bang your co-stars.
It ain't that kind of movie, bro.
Be high as fuck, not give a shit, and bang your co-stars. You're Harrison Ford.
But could you really tell he was high during the movie?
Hell, got you kind of could. There were scenes where he's just like, hey, whatever. Like, Harrison Ford.
I mean, I feel like there was too much going on for him to be like in his like shit in his mellow. You know,
I don't know.
You can't be mellow
I don't know.
when the Death Star is pulling you in.
I don't know. He's a sell pop to fucking George Lucas. So I cannot believe you never seen this shit.
No, I haven't. I've seen another version of it with this dude on I think he started out on Vine and he started doing impressions of Robin Williams.
This is James Costa.
Yeah, that's the dude.
No, but he's the fucking actor. He's not a.
That's the dude that played Han Solo?
Yes.
No, bullshit.
Yes, I'm being that serious.
Bullshit. Hold on. Hold on. That's not the dude that played Han Solo. No. You don't have to pause it. This will be quick. This will be quick. This will be like a quick shoot down. Be like, fuck you, you're wrong. I'm sorry, but
I need your negativity, goddammit. There's too many dead air.
no. That is not Jane Costa.
Alden, what is his name?
Alden Ehrenreich. Ehrenreich.
What kind of race shit is that?
His name is Ehrenreich.
So that was a comedian. I thought.
Jamie Costa is like a random freaking actor comedian. He's not even huge. He's never done anything like.
Well, he clearly wants to play Robin Williams.
Because he does a great Robin Williams. He kind of looks like him, and he can do the voice, and he can emulate. He's emulated him enough to where he can replicate a scene.
But fun fact, there is a contract in his will that says you can't do a biopic of Robin Williams. So
I thought they already did one.
Which one?
The one right after he died.
That's the documentary.
That's not a biopic?
No.
Okay.
Biopic
is like somebody playing you.
and
okay.
Yeah. No, they could do a documentary on Robin Williams. But you can't. Robin Williams particularly does not want to
Why? Is that because there's not enough cocaine in the world?
Maybe not. But he doesn't want to be a CGI character. He doesn't want to do none of that shit. He wants to be left alone. So you can't do a movie about Robin Williams. So that's good for him because I think Kurt Cobain has the same agreement. Like, even though his wife sells his rights all willy-nilly.
That's what happens when you get acquitted.
Yeah. You get away with killing fucking the greatest rock star in the 90s.
Is he the greatest rock star in the 90s?
For the 90s.
Is he the greatest rock star in the 90s?
We could
He
argue.
was a good... I wouldn't say he's not a good musician.
He changed... No, he wasn't. He was a horrible musician.
Yeah,
I'm talking about...
Yeah.
He was a horrible musician.
But that was part of his sound. Like,
Yeah.
it was this... That's why they call it grunge. It was not a good sound, but it was...
He had the voice to carry.
It gave you a feeling, and it gave you... it set an ambiance when you put the music on.
Yeah.
It had
Well, I
nothing
agree
to
with
do
you
with
with
his
that.
ability as a musician.
He was a horrible musician. He even said it himself. Like, I barely knew how to
Even
play.
Dave Grohl, who's like, I hold on high as a great musician now. He said he wasn't a good musician.
No, yeah, he started off, he barely knew how to play the drums.
Yeah. He said all of our riffs were stolen from like Gap Band.
And then even that, like, he said,
disco songs.
he said when he started the Foo Fighters, he had to teach himself how to play guitar. And he barely knew how to play guitar. So, and then he just learned over the years. So that's kind of impressive. I think even Johnny Cash is the same way.
Dua Lipa doesn't know how to play anything.
God, yeah. What band nowadays know how to play anything?
I know Lizzo.
Except unless Bruno Mars. Unless you're Bruno Mars, who apparently plays everything.
No, he doesn't.
He plays the shit out of drums.
No, that's Anderson .Paak.
No, that was Bruno Mars, motherfucker.
Anderson .Paak.
No, I'm talking about that fucking year that he did the Super Bowl?
Anderson .Paak.
Bruno Mars, look it up. Because I remember distinctly that Bruno Mars showed up with Foo Fighters and did a drum solo.
Okay. Drum solo's different. You can fake a drum solo.
Oh, fuck off.
You
Bruno Mars
can-
know how to play drums.
Bruno, you can fake a drum solo.
Jane and Pac did that shit with Eminem last year. Or this year.
I love when, oh man, did you see the farewell to Pete Davidson?
No, I didn't.
He did the He did the parody with Lorne Michaels, and Eminem showed up on stage. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you doing it again?" He's like, "Man, it's a parody. It's a tribute. I mean, we're giving you tribute." And he's like, "Stop it, stop it. It's not good." And he's like, "But it's a tribute." And Eminem was like, "No, don't do it again. Don't let me catch you do it again."
Eminem, I like Eminem. I like older Eminem.
He plays such the great straight man.
Yeah, and which is so weird that Eminem is all these years.
But I get he has a sense of humor. Even when he did what was it, Funny People?
Funny People. Hey, no one likes you, Raymond. Like, I love it. That's literally the best part of the whole movie of Funny People. Like, nobody fucking likes you, Raymond. I just even hate you. I don't know.
He plays such the great straight man. Yeah, Eminem. Mom's sweater. Spaghetti. Mom's spaghetti.
And then, I think he did some shit during SNL too, but I think his shit they toned him down a bit. Has Eminem gotten older? Because he admitted too.
I want to take a moment to say, Pete Davidson, thank you for all the great moments on SNL. Even though you were
Did he get fired? Or what
No. Well, I don't think he got fired. But it was time for them to
rotate the cast?
Because Kay McKinnon's leaving too, and so is A.D. Bryant.
Kay McKinnon?
Yeah.
Baby's leaving. I love
the one
her.
with her kuka and her chocha hanging out during the alien invasions.
I love her.
I love it. I love her.
She's like the weird. She's like this. She's the definition of sexy mom. She's built like a mom. She's sexy.
She's gay, ain't she?
No.
No? You sure?
Yes.
How do you know? I thought she was gay.
Why? She look gay?
No. Well, one, the way she talks about Gal Gadot.
How many girls fucking talk shit about, like in love with women nowadays? Every woman's in love with women. You go to that bad bitch, fine bitch shit. She's married.
Because if you tell me Kay McKinnon is straight, I'm throwing in my hat right now.
I think she's married.
I will gladly play her side piece for a little while.
I'm pretty sure she's married. No, I'm pretty sure. But I'm in love with Kay McKay. She's quitting. The hell she's doing? She got nothing else to do.
Like I said, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they were fired, but all three of them are leaving at the same time. Pete Davidson is funny, and it would have been.
I get SNL does the rotating cast.
Yeah, but Pete Davidson is funny, even when he's not playing a character, and he has social relevance.
I can argue. Pete Davidson to me is not funny.
He has social relevance.
He has social relevance because he's banging
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
Are they engaged? I think they're engaged.
They're not engaged, but he is being an asshole about it. Like, don't go out. Look, I get like at first I was Team Pete Davidson because Kanye was being an emo fucking asshole about it. But to turn around and
talked about this old elk shit.
To turn around and get a fucking tattoo of the kids on your neck, like, dude, now you're just asking for an ass whooping.
Why is that asking for an ass whooping?
Because they're your fucking kids, motherfucker. Like,
you mean, dude, says the guy who adopted a kid from some girl he's not with anymore.
Do I have fucking his name on me though? Like, no.
Not yet.
Especially when you got a guy who wants to kill you. Like, you're just like, you're just
guy
like,
who can afford to pay the hitman.
Yeah. Like, you're just literally like throwing log into the fire. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, stop. Like, you had the world on your side. Now the world's like, hope fucking Kanye gets you, motherfucker.
I don't care that he got the kid. Look, he got attached soon. I get that. I understand.
It is a disrespect. It is a disrespect.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
Kanye's an asshole in his own right, but fucking play the field. Not after 2 months of banging the fucking. Just because her ass is that great does not mean you need to get her kids tattooed on your fucking neck.
You should reflect upon those words more often.
Maybe. I don't got no one tattooed on me.
So somebody who was about to adopt 6 fucking kids.
Yeah. 5 fucking kids. And that ass was great. So I don't want to hear it.
Don't lie. You had a tattoo artist on standby ready to tattoo all 5 of those names.
I don't know about all 5.
You had to get all 5. 2 of them were twins, weren't they?
Yeah. All these symbols. We gotta make. Oh, we're cutting it short here. We think this. Old Elk.
This Old Elk.
They're competing against. Pretty much competing against Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark all the way. Old Elk is all right. Whew. Ha. Old Elk is all right.
I like it. I think because.
What's the price point?
40.
40. You're better off going with Maker's Mark.
Yeah, because it's cheaper.
And you're better off going on Maker's 46.
It's right there. Look at that. Look at all pretty.
Maker's 46 is beautiful.
You know they ran out of bottles?
I believe you.
They ran out of fucking bottles of Maker 46, so they have to like use the original Maker's bottles and just put 46 on it. And it looks so ghetto as fuck, and I'm just like, that's fucking sad.
Old Elk is okay. It's not bad. It's not.
I like it. It's very honey. It's a lot of honey in it.
You're right. Yeah, I do get a lot of notes of honey. But it's not 46. It reminds me of 46, but 46 is better.
Yeah, but this is a weeded bourbon, and it's pretty. I feel like it's good.
It's an okay bottle too. I like the cap. The cap looks like a cut off tree branch.
I think that's the whole point.
Old Elk. Elk is not a tree.
I know, but it's woody.
Oh no! You're right. It doesn't. It's not a tree branch. It's an antler.
You know? Yeah, you're right. Holy shit! Look at that.
Yeah, it's an antler.
Yeah, look at that. Well, I'll be down. We just discovered something.
There you go. We fucking had a revelation on freaking recording.
We learned shit here. Oh, this is age 5 years.
As hard as that is to believe.
It's not that hard.
It's a little hard. We're a little hard-headed. Do you want to get to this one?
I kind of do because I want your opinion on it.
To get back to the George Carlin documentary, beautiful documentary. You should watch it. It is a kind of. It's not super long. It's long episodes.
It's too long. It's like so. It's 2 hours, right?
No, it's longer than 2 hours. It's
3
maybe
hours.
like 3 hours.
3 hours.
But it's a really well done documentary.
As even if you don't like,
I even love the fact that they included the fan mail in between, in like the little interludes. So they included fan mail where people were sending in letters saying how George Carlin changed their lives, or at least changed their point of view on certain things.
yeah. Even though if you believe Jerry Seinfeld was saying, no comedian ever fucking changed my fucking mind. I'll respect what they say.
Jerry Seinfeld has enough money to say fuck you to everybody. Jerry Seinfeld. I
loved how it was contrast to what fucking Chris Rock said. Chris Rock said, "We comedians, we're the new prophets of the new generation."
We are, dude. Like we don't pay philosophers. We pay comedians to give us our point of view on life.
And nobody didn't go. And then fucking 2 seconds later, ain't no fucking comedian changed my life. I respect what they say though.
Jerry Seinfeld has enough money to say fuck you to philosophy.
Jerry Seinfeld's he overrated comedian, by the way, but he's still a funny fucking guy when he wants.
What about Ovaltine?
God, I hate his stand-up. His stand-up.
The can is round, but the title is oval.
His comedian. That's
gold, Jerry. That's gold.
Goes. We'll go with that. First take. God damn it.
But of course, Jerry's life always evens out. Remember?
What the show?
They included that.
Yeah.
They included that. It's like, no, they didn't include that. This is the weird thing about Alexa. Is like when you're watching a documentary, they include clips in your normal feed. And I got a clip from Jerry Seinfeld where he broke up with, or the girl broke up with him, and he's like, "Oh, that's okay. Things always used to even out for me anyway."
I thought the one you talking about, the one with the big breasts. Like, yes, they're real and they're magnificent.
No, but I did watch Starship Troopers 2.
God damn it.
And she's in it when she died in Star Troopers 1.
We did talk about this.
But it's not a prequel. I don't know why she's in Starship Troopers 2.
Retcon. They're retconned everything.
They retconned it? Like
maybe. I don't fucking know.
I'm
not fucking
You have one of the most beautiful sets of tits in freaking all of TV. They are beautiful. You can't deny.
And they're magnificent.
And they're magnificent.
And enough to bring them back for to the series finale.
Where she dies anyway.
God damn it.
Yeah, she dies in Starship Troopers 2. Sorry.
Well, whatever. I'm still catching up on Reacher.
Reacher was fucking amazing.
I'm burning on.
It was not perfect.
I would admit there are moments where I kind of miss that Tom Cruise charisma. Tom Cruise has that charisma.
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
he has that charisma. There's scenes in this show where it's super quiet, and I'm like, Tom Cruise would have done a little differently. He would have added a little sass to that.
Oh man, there was plenty of sass. No, there was so much sass.
Not Tom Cruise sass.
Not Tom Cruise sass. But he didn't like jump. He didn't like jump on a couch or nothing.
No, but you know what I'm saying. Like Tom Cruise has his like
he has his swagger.
He has a swagger.
But at the same time, this one and that we had a conversation about this.
Even when he's threatening someone, even when Tom Cruise is threatening someone, he has a weird like sass smirk like.
But the thing is that changes when you change the size of the character. And we had this conversation before, not on recording, but we had this conversation about Tom Cruise did not reflect the original size.
No, the original character is a 6'5" giant motherfucker.
And Tom Cruise is 5'6".
Even in the movie, they tried to work around it, but they didn't edit out because a lot of the movie in the original Jack Reacher movie is word for word verbatim from the book that is based off of.
But they tried to work around the fact that Tom Cruise isn't 6'5".
Even though they forgot to edit certain lines, like the line of like what are you looking for? I'm looking for a man that can kill a person with one punch. And they're referring to Tom Cruise. I mean, I don't know about you, but Tom Cruise can't kill.
Even when he was hiding in plain sight. Remember when he just threw the baseball cap in? He was shorter than everybody else in the crowd.
Just ninjas.
That also, to be truth, that also is a tactic in counter espionage. Like if you walk into a crowd and you slightly crouch, it's supposed to make you less be able to follow. Because
is that why Captain America always does it?
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of those things. Like if you ever think you're being followed, just get lost in a crowd and crouch down a little bit to a different size of a person, and there's a bigger chance that they'll lose you.
Get a hoodie on or a hat,
maybe. Yeah. But still, Jack Reacher, it reflects more of the size. And I like that they have that banter about his size. There's even a child that asks, "How are you so big?" And he's like,
joke throughout the whole movie, the whole show is kind of funny. Like, oh, the one when they go to that barbecue. Well, I just swear to God, is that in Austin? When they go to that barbecue?
I want to go there.
Because I'm just like, because I'm pretty sure that's the one from Austin. I don't know where they filmed it at, because it says they're filmed in Georgia. Was it Georgia? No, you're still drinking oak.
Wait,
you're still drinking the old elk. I didn't pour
No, I finished.
No, you did it. You forgot? Yeah, you drank some, didn't you? God
hey man, we're deep in conversation. I'm thinking of shit. I'm trying to be relevant.
You still need to finish your old elk before I give you some of this.
All right. Is there any ice left in there?
I'll grab some right quick.
All right. So, the Reacher is a good series. You should watch it. It's very entertaining. The only thing I will say is you will get to the synopsis. You know who the bad guys are right off the bat, and you're like, come on, just get them. But no, you have to wait until they do the work and get go through the steps and get the evidence.
But and
not even then get the evidence. Just fucking burn down the building.
But that's
no spoilers here. But still, yeah.
That's very 80s tactic though, because the 80s they were like that. Like the 80s,
it's like you know who the bad guy is.
We just got to figure out the guy knows who the bad guy is.
No, he knew who the bad guys were.
Well, yeah, because he was the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, he's like, you're the bad guy. I just need to find out the evidence. I need to find the trail of breadcrumbs.
I do love that scene when he walks up and he's just like he's staring at that guy that's about to beat his wife, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry." Look, I just wanted pie.
Like I said, those are my favorite parts. All the banter parts, all the parts that were made.
But like I said, my only critique
even when he went to go look for the suit.
Yeah.
Hey, he goes into the suit. He's like, "Man, you got anything?" He's like, "Not in your size." Wait a minute. I do have this football player that didn't come in the other day.
Oh, when he went to county, like, we had a Samoan guy come in here.
Yeah.
Not that long ago. We had to resize him. It'll fit you a little tight around the shoulders, though.
And then not even like half an episode, he has that suit torn up.
Oh God. But I love it. I
It's
love
like, who's fucking lawyer? He walks into the police station. I'm like, whose fucking lawyer is that? I want that lawyer. I want my lawyer juiced up.
Yeah, that's big motherfucker. He's a big motherfucker.
That is the definition of big motherfucker. That's not a condition. That's not a disease. That's a condition.
But did you like him on Titans?
No, I didn't.
Neither did I. I thought he was really I thought he was a whiny.
I didn't
bitch.
finish Titans, but I
I
didn't want to finish Titans.
I thought he was a whiny bitch on Titans. I was really surprised that this is his show now.
I think Reacher was a perfect role for him. And
so even, like I said, I'm still
like
standing
actors fall into like 4 categories for me. It's like you either got a good role or a bad role that didn't fit you, and then the third is you're a really good actor, or fourth is you're a really bad actor. So those are the 4. You fell into a good role, you fell into a bad role. You're not a bad actor, you just fell into a bad role. You're a really good actor and you can do anything, or you're a really bad actor.
Yeah, well, he clearly finally fell into.
He fell into a good role.
Yeah, because he was horrible on Titans. I hated every moment he was on there. Like, God damn, you're a whiny bitch. For a big guy, you're a whiny motherfucker.
Minka Kelly.
that was his wife, right? The show?
I think so.
She was fucking fine as fuck.
She is. Was? What are you talking about?
But isn't she like older than everyone in the cast?
Yes, she's like in her 30s.
And everyone's like in their mid-20s.
And they're playing teenagers.
No. The guy that was playing Robin, he's supposed to be the older one. Everyone else
the reality is, I didn't watch Titans. I didn't like Titans. I didn't like the premise of Titans.
Apparently, the last season was really good. The one where they introduced Red Hood, and I need to watch it just out of curiosity because I did watch the first 2. I want to watch the third one. They are going to end it with the 4th one. But I want to watch the third because the Red Hood story. So apparently they did a good job with the Red Hood story. So I'll try it out, but I don't know anything about it. Look at this bitch here.
Minka Kelly, though, she was in the greatest music video ever, which was, I can't remember, but it was like Maroon 5 or something.
Oh, is that the one where she killed somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, shut that mother. I love that song. Even though it's weird that it's hard to fucking take that song serious for the lyrics because he's talking about murdering somebody, but with such a high pitch, high melody.
No, I think it was I'm afraid on you tonight. You're like animals.
Oh, animals. Okay. No, I like Maroon 5. Like fucking secret fucking gesture.
I do. And
I like their lyrics though.
I fall into this pit where I hate them because people request them so often because I'm a musician.
Look, because they have great karaoke songs. You gotta know that.
They do, and I've noticed this about a lot of really good musicians that do pop shows and do regular shows like that, where you have to play the same song over and over again, week after week. And I get it. You get jaded by the song, even though it's a good song.
Just like how your brother-in-law hates fucking Seal.
Yeah.
And every day on his birthday, I play Seal for him, and he gets fucking mad.
But did you know that when it snows, my eyes they come alive and the light that you shine can be seen, baby.
It's a missed opportunity. We should have sang that on his wedding.
No. Look, I understand why he hates it because I have a similar. When I was working retail, I listened to the same satellite radio every day for a couple years. And they played the same tunes like every 30
I used
minutes.
to work at Joe's Project.
Yeah, you know the satellite radio thing. So you understand how people can get jaded by one song.
Who was it?
It doesn't make it a bad song. It just makes it. It reminds us of a trauma.
The bit on Knocked Up with fucking what's the fucking guy's name when he keeps like, if you keep playing this song, I'm gonna blow my fucking head off.
No, that wasn't. That was
Knocked Up. That was
40 Year Old Virgin.
Yeah.
He's like, if I'm gonna hear Michael McDonald play "I'm gonna be there again," I'm gonna blow my brains out.
Like Michael McDonald.
But Michael McDonald's is freaking amazing.
You want the fucking DVD? Yeah. You know what? I'll throw the DVD in there.
He's like Bobby Caldwell. He's a guy that nobody understood was in black until they saw him in person.
Oh, you missed the joke. I seen it happen in the movie. When the guy's like, oh man, Michael Madonna's the fucking shit. You really think so? If you buy this now, I'll throw in the fucking DVD for you. Like, yeah, I'm gonna blow my brains out.
All right, we're talking about market or MKT. I keep calling it market, but it's MKT.
It's MKT, and I finally learned that that's where they got the Katie name from.
This has a really dark flavor to it. It's almost ooh.
They're supposed to be their version of a weeded beer, of a Maker's Mark.
This is
ooh. But this is a cast strength, so it's gonna be a little stronger than
this. Is really strong. I don't know what to say about this one.
Well, this one requires
this one's an acquired taste.
No, this one requires a cube. They even said it.
So the first taste without the cube, this shit is strong, or at least like
it's 117.
It's
117 proof.
Whoo, that flavor would knock you on your ass.
I barely taste the fucking wheat, and that's my only issue on it, because it's supposed to be a wheated bourbon, but the corn is so fucking high. I still taste the corn more than the wheat. And I was just like, God damn it. All right, well, I mean, I get wheat is more expensive than corn. But if you're going to pronounce yourself like your first wheated bourbon, maybe try to add more wheat into it. Because I think it's only 21%. Weller's is 37% wheat. And Maker's Mark, I think, is 30% wheat. So you're already under the fucking graph line.
I don't know, man. This wouldn't be my go-to. This is definitely an acquired taste. This is
I bought it because I like supporting locals and I like MKT. I like the owners.
There's other things from MKT that you could buy that are really good. No, this is good. This is not bad. It's just
if you're a weeded guy,
this is a definitely acquired taste.
Yeah. If you want a weeded bourbon and you can't find Wellers, I mean, stick to Makers or stick to Old Elk.
It's not bad. It's just whoo.
Tried it with the ice yet? This is a lot better with the ice. Still too much. Still a lot of corn though.
Yeah, that's different. Ooh,
still a lot of corn.
That's different. That's not a bad taste. It's just an acquired taste. It's not bad. Woo, but whoo.
They tried.
117 proof.
Mm-hmm. We were ordering pizza.
Hello, lady.
I know. Unless you want to go to the fucking the boat. Now, there's a boat down the street I've been wanting to try. You have money for that? Eat some seafood.
But what else we got to talk about for like another 10 minutes?
What the fuck? There was something we needed to talk about.
Oh, Ghislaine Maxwell.
What? Oh, Maxwell.
The thing is, like, we've been paying attention to this.
I like how we all fucking just forgot about it now. Like,
no, for real, dude. Like, this. Like, I get it. The Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing is important as far as like who the victims, opening up the door as to who the victim could be. It's like it could be man or woman. You could be totally exploited if you're a man.
I just like that.
But this whole thing, because it's a celebrity thing, is covering up the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted and is about to be sentenced at the end of June. And she had a little black book of people that were fucking children who is sealed, who was not talked about, who will never be talked about again. There's a whole group of high-powered men that is not going to face consequences for fucking kids.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Is it Hollywood?
Oh, fuck yeah, it is Hollywood.
Ghislaine Maxwell, I never saw her in any movies.
No, I'm talking about just the power behind, because...
You think Johnny Depp is getting, or Amber Heard is getting paid to like...
The rumor is that who's on that book is Tom Hanks and fucking... There was a couple other ones that was on there. And then your obvious politician, including Trump. Like, everyone gets hurt in that book. If that book opens up. But it's never going to open up. It's never going to be fucking open up.
But what will be the reason for fucking sealing it, though? What is the good reason for fucking sealing it? What is the reason? What is the reason? Fucking, in the words of...
money, man.
Idiot Cardi B.
What's the reason for sealing it? Because that's some powerful motherfuckers.
Is the judge...
That's some powerful motherfuckers, man. You ain't see... the
other thing that's weird is, like, they're expecting her only to get, like, 10 years when her maximum would have been, like, 65.
You know she's going to die in prison. You know she's gonna die in prison.
Is she gonna mysteriously hang herself?
That or get mysteriously great. One of the two. She's gonna die in prison.
I don't think so, but
she's gonna die in prison.
look, if they sealed the records, then her dying in prison opens the door for them unsealing the records.
No, they won't. They're gonna burn that book.
That's Detective 101. You close one door, I gotta open the other door. Somebody killed you, I have to open this book to see who killed you.
You know damn well how this works. You see enough conspiracy movies to know they ain't gonna open that fucking book. That book is burnt. That book is gone. It's buried, gone, and dead. You ain't seen True Detectives?
No, but I started watching The Staircase, and I'm still pissed off.
Really? Well, you did watch True Detectives. With
I think I watched like a few of the first
how the
episodes.
fuck you not watch the True Detectives? The best show ever, up to season 1.
I skipped to the parts with Daddario.
Big old titties with no ass.
Oh man, she's still beautiful.
She is beautiful, but she is a stereotypical white girl. Big ass titties, no fucking ass.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Like, have a type.
No, it's not about having.
So does Woody Harrelson, apparently. I love his character in that movie, though. Oh, that show.
Is Woody Harrelson a good actor, or is he just like easy to work with?
He's easy to work with. He's a fucking stoner.
He is.
He's a fucking stoner, and he knows his roles.
I think even Snoop Dogg said, "Don't smoke with Woody."
Yeah, Woody is fucking hardcore. Woody's hard. Him and Willie. No, Snoop Dogg said don't smoke with Willie.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg said don't smoke with Willie, but I think Woody gets his shit from Willie's source.
Maybe. But I know Woody. I know Woody's a fucking hardcore stoner, and like he's also a method actor. So if you put him in certain roles, he has a hard time getting out of it. So when he was in Zombieland, he beat the shit out of that paparazzi guy because he was in character. Which I love that excuse, but I do believe it because he's a stoner. But normally he just plays like really retarded characters or really just bullshit characters. He doesn't want to be violent. You do know his backstory, right, with Woody Harrelson?
Yeah.
That his dad was a hitman for the mob?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. His dad was a fucking
bullshit.
hitman for the mob. That's why they thought it was weird that he played that Mickey Mallory, or Mickey, in Natural Born Killers. Yeah, his fucking dad was a hitman. Makes Harrison much more of a badass, huh? You know, one day they're gonna ask him, dude, like, you want to play your dad in the movie?
No, but the thing is, like, I remember his first role was fucking
Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers.
Yeah, he's all happy, like, hey guys.
He's a stupid guy. He's dumb.
All along, he has darkness in his past. But that's why, like, they made a big deal when he played that role in Natural Born Killers. Like, oh my god, it's coming. He's so natural in it. It must be his dad's side. Like, oh, that's fucked up.
But
right.
no, there's a difference between a hitman for hire and
being a sociopath.
A sociopath, which is what he played in freaking Natural Born Killers.
But yeah.
But I can see how your dad being a hitman gives you that permission
To be violent?
Yeah, to be just as violent, yeah.
Like, I don't know any better, man. I'm sorry. I'm not, like, and also did not know that fucking Nick Cage until, like, recently. Well, not recently, like, a few months back. Nick Cage related to Coppola. Francis Coppola. I did not know that was family.
Oh, yeah, I knew about that.
I didn't know that.
He changed his name so he wouldn't...
He changed his name so people could stop fucking making fun of him?
Yeah. But there were a bunch of other actors that did that. Emilio Estevez.
Well, yeah. Well, he kept his mom's name.
Right.
Because he wanted to separate from his dad.
Yeah, and his brothers or his brother.
His brother.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get along. So he was like, I'm going my own way with Estevez.
But Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen.
I do love how whenever
to
Charlie
Estevez.
I do love how Charlie Sheen did that movie with Robert Rodriguez. He went to his original name. Carlos Estevez. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That's his real name.
Man, the MKT, even with the ice, it's really strong. It's sharp. It's like it's a jab. It's not a punch. It's not a haymaker. It's a punch.
I like it, but I wish it had more weight.
It's a jab.
It doesn't really taste too much.
I'm talking to this in like a boxer contest because that's what it feels like to drink it. It feels like you get a little jab when you drink it. It's not bad. It doesn't taste bad. It just.
But does it taste like a weeded bourbon?
Very weedy.
It's really?
Yeah.
I taste more corn in that than wheat.
Or maybe it's the corn I'm tasting. I don't
Yeah, you
fucking
tasting the
know.
corn.
I'm
Dude,
describing it as I see it.
You used to fucking say,
I feel like I got jabbed.
you say you used to drink fucking Wellers up and down this motherfucker and fucking Maker's
Well,
Mark.
because at the bar I used to work out, the Wellers was the one that
Well,
we.
and you're Maker's Mark 46, so you should know how weeded beer is. Does this taste like a
No.
better? Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Maker's 46 all day.
Yeah.
All day.
I'm so glad. Well, people barely discovered it, so it's sold out everywhere again. And that's why there's a bottle shortage. So I'm glad I have the original bottle. It's so pretty. I don't like the original Makers. I do want the cast ring. The cast ring. Is
I'm
fucking
okay with the original Makers, but the 46 is definitely stands up
fuck
above.
yeah.
Oh,
How do you feel about the cast ring? I've been wanting to get the cast ring, but that's hard to get now.
I don't know. I haven't tasted.
I've been wanting to get and the private stocks. I wanted to get the Maker's private stock, but that
You know what I want to do? I want to do a bunch of private stock rum. And we can dress up like Johnny Depp and we can
just drink it. Rum.
Where's all but
we
the
have
rum
all
going?
we have all those private stock rums down there.
Oh, dude. We could do an episode. Would you want us to do an episode
On private stock rums?
Yeah.
We have to do some work on it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
We can get you some dreadlocks.
But you know, private stock rum is expensive. Because I got to get because I got the Salvadorian private stock rum right there, and I got the Jamaican private stock, but those are cheap.
Right.
But fucking whatchamacallit, Cap Morgan's private stock is what, $50?
No, it's not. It's not that much.
Really?
Private stock?
Are you sure?
Am I talking about the private stock? That's the
That's the small.
that's
like,
the
that looks
small
like
little
that looks like
purple bottle.
That looks like a hot dog. Yeah.
Right. That's got all the dents on the side of it. That's not that expensive.
I thought it was 50 or 60.
No.
Is rum really that cheap?
Yeah.
I've been focused on bourbon so much.
There are more expensive rums. Captain Morgan, I think, does volume versus quality.
Yeah, I know tequila is expensive to collect. That's why I haven't got, because I've been wanting to start
But
collecting
rums,
tequila.
I feel like you have to search for those.
Yeah, because Florida Cana, I've been wanting, like, ever since I got back from Salvador, I've been wanting to try the Florida Cana 18 years, and I should have fucking bought a bottle.
Mira, aquí la gran puta, oh, mira, dilo con el respeto que se merece. Flor de caña.
Flor de Caña, güey.
Hay una ñ.
Flor de Caña.
Mira, sí.
I had a chance to buy.
I'm sorry you guys had to see that.
I'm sorry. Like, hey, I feel shitty because I bought a bunch of Flor de Caña
It's like,
for like $8. I bought like 2 bottles for like $8.
I hate it, dude. I've done this. I went to the carniceria and I ordered some carnitas and they're like, what? My dad was like, go to the front and they'll ask you what kind of tortillas that you want and then you get the one kind you get. And I was like, okay, I'll go. So I went and they was like, what kind of tortillas did you want? And I accidentally said, tortillas de harina.
Get out of the way.
What the fuck is a tortilla de harina?
Está pendejo.
Yeah, puto, mira ese pote. Hola.
¿Está jodido o qué? Nah, like, alright. So, I bought 2 bottles of Flor de
Sorry,
Caña.
we're speaking in different times.
I bought 2 bottles of Flor de Caña, but both $8. But I should have fucking bought the 18-year one. I think over there is only $50, not knowing that the Flor de Caña 18-year is like 120. I'm like, holy shit! I really fucking misjudged that.
Ask your cousin to send you some.
They're all here now.
I thought, where does Edu live?
Edu lives in fucking in New Jersey.
New Jersey?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
Dude, her husband's rich.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, I got an East Coast vibe from him.
Oh fuck yeah, he's Philly. Oh no, he's
I
Philadelphia.
thought he was Bostonian.
No, he's Philadelphia. I'm tripping.
Alright.
He's a Philly. He's a Philly fan. Because as soon as I met him, and that they told me, oh, he's a Philly. He's from Philadelphia. Oh, I know how to fuck with him. Hey, what's up? Like, hey, well, how about them Cowboys? Like, he looked at me like, what the fuck, motherfucker? I'm like, I'm fucking with you. Like, I fucking hate the Cowboys. Oh, thank God. Like, because Philly people hate Cowboys fans, and they associate everybody from Texas think they're Cowboys fans. So you say, I'm from Texas, you're a fucking Cowboy fan. Like, no, motherfucker, there's more than just status.
What's the Excelsior, right?
Excelsior is the
Eagles.
The Eagles. No. Excelsior is the New York motto.
Oh, I thought that was the Eagles.
No.
What's the Eagles one?
The Eagles one is Fly Eagles Fly. That's all it is. You got that from fucking
No.
Silver Lions Playbook.
So what?
Because remember at the end of it, you're like, how you gonna let a man with a motto Excelsior go to a Phillies game? That's the motto of New York. You're like, I actually love that movie because I dated a woman like that.
And you should never let it go.
That's horrible. That movie like perpetrates you should date toxic women. You shouldn't take toxic women. Yes, she was. She manipulated him.
She did, but she understood why she manipulated him, and she manipulated him for the better.
You can't manipulate people for good. That's still manipulating people.
Wait, you can't manipulate people for the good?
No.
Why not?
That movie is the fucking definition of toxicity. And I love it because I relate to it.
But
I do relate to it, but it's still.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Because I dated someone that crazy.
No, she wasn't that smart.
She was.
No, she wasn't.
No, she was. I'm not gonna discredit her like that. She is a pretty smart woman.
Because she's listening right now.
No, because she is extremely smart.
She's listening right now.
No, she's extremely smart. She is extremely smart. She just has her other things going on. But no, she's a smart person.
So if he disappears after this podcast, you know what happened.
No.
Or if I disappear after this
put it like
podcast,
this. People,
why the fuck would she want to kill me?
But let's put it like this. People who are that way, like that manipulative, they can't be dumb. Right?
It's not a question of dumb. It's a question of motivation and whatever they feel is their...
what's the Marines motto? Anything is possible with a man and a gun who's highly motivated.
Well, what's the TikTok motto? It's like all those people that died on Mount Everest were highly motivated people. So calm the fuck down.
I want that. If I ever was in the Marines in my lifetime, I hope that was on my fucking crest bed. Like, I am just a highly motivated Marine that fucking took his life.
I'm a highly motivated Marine that took his life. My motto is calm the fuck down. Oh man.
So
all right, it's been a fun.
It's been a lot. Wow. It was amazing how we got through a dark topic and he just rambled on.
It
took 4 bottles to do that. I think that's the record.
Man, we're not alcoholics. Alcoholics go to meetings.
We also have to drink more than
and
alcoholics.
AA is for quitters.
Yes. God. Well, so you know what? On my final review, because I'm pretty sure no one's listening at this point, I will still say it. The Jack Daniel Bonds is not bad, even though they cheat you out of 50 milliliters, because it's only 700 in here.
Buy regular Jack Daniels.
No, buy Gentleman's Jack.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree with that one.
It's $10 more.
Buy Gentleman Jack.
The Jack Daniel Bond is $30. The Gentleman's Jack is $40. Gentleman's Jack is always gonna be better. Don't buy the single barrel because it is an acquired taste, and a taste I didn't like. So, Gentleman Jack is the only Jack I like at this point in my life.
I'm okay with the single barrel, but I still think the Gentleman Jack is the better buy. So if you're just gonna be the everyday drinker, Gentleman Jack is your best bet.
I'm surprised you didn't like the smoke wagon.
I didn't like the smoke wagon.
I loved it a lot.
It's a cool bottle. It's a cool thing to show to your friends. It's.
I like it a lot because I bought a second bottle of it. I really enjoyed it a lot. But yeah,
Like I said, it's a cool thing to show to your friends.
Old Elk is surprisingly honey for a weeded beer. A lot of honey.
Old Elk.
And the MKT is a good attempt of making a weeded bourbon, but it's not a good weeded bourbon. I'm sorry, guys. I want to like you guys, but
There are better things to buy from MKT.
yes, like the Conductor.
You should buy the Conductor from MKT.
The Conductor is really good.
This one is an acquired taste. Very much an acquired taste.
But that's the one they made a small batch of it, so I mean they're testing their grounds. All right.
Still, I think out of all of these, the one to probably have on your shelf as a conversation starter would either be by taste, which is the Old Elk, or by the bottle, which is a smoke wagon. The smoke wagon, you're not gonna wow them by the taste, but the bottle looks cool. The Old Elk, you might wow them by the taste. The Jack Daniels, you can do better with
Jack.
cheaper bottle.
Well, Jack Daniel's already 30. It's already cheap as it
Or
is.
same.
Actually, no. You know what? No, I'll take that back because I got some cheaper bottle that like that 114 Granddad is free $10.
But is it Jack Daniels?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you got to do with it?
As far as Jack Daniels.
The Jack Daniel Green Label.
Oh,
which
fuck
is-
that. Green Label, is that the shit that they squeeze out of the freaking barrel?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that shit is great.
That's
Even
like...
though I prefer Evan Williams.
If you're
You know what?
if you're a fan of recycling, then fucking go with Green Barrel.
I think, look, you know what? I finally realized that Evan Williams is, because I've known for a long time, I used to get shit on because I was a Jack Daniels guy, and like a lot of like my old cracker friends were like, no, Evan Williams is better. Evan Williams is better. I finally and then I finally got to around like, yep, Evan Williams is better. The Black Label is better. The 1873 is better. Like, Evan Williams is an all-around great fucking bourbon, and is old as fuck. I think it's older than Jack Daniels. I think it's been around a lot longer than Jack Daniels. Because the small batch 1876 is literally $18 and 50 cents for a 750. For a gallon of it, it's $25. And it's fucking like I took it to a party, and the dude like, this is amazing. Fuck, is this high class? We're like, no, it's not. It's Evan Williams. Like, what the fuck? Like, plot twist. Evan Williams. But yeah, so it's amazing. Like, people overlook shit. Like the Granddad over there is considered cheap whiskey, but because yuppies discovered it, it's sold out everywhere. Same with the early time that I have in the back, and that's like a $18 bottle, and people love it, and it's sold out everywhere now. So I mean, bourbon is easy to make, is what I'm telling you, and it's easy to make a good bourbon. All you need is good marketing, and you make some money. The hardest, what do you think the hardest liquor is to make? Me personally, I think it's tequila. Tequila and scotch is one of the two hardest liquors to make.
They are, because they have the most stipulations as to how you can make them.
And there's a certain it's like crystal meth, there's a certain temp.
But at the same thing, no, fuck the temps. At the same, most of the stipulations vary on region. So you have a lot of people making agave spirits in South Africa because they have similar weather to Mexico, but they can't call it tequila because it wasn't made in Mexico.
Yeah.
So it's a tequila spirit or
Same with-
agavero or...
Same with Scotch. Scotch is like very strict to his origins, and it has to be made in Scotland. Anything outside of that, it has to be called a single malt peated whiskey, which so far the only person we met that making it is old rotten bastard, and I need to get your sister to buy me a bottle because I want to try it.
Well, you gotta do it before July because...
I fucking told her already to buy me a bottle, and she hasn't fucking asked me for a Venmo or anything like that. I need it. I want it. I need it in my life.
I need it too.
I need
Honestly,
a refill because mine is almost halfway done.
No, the thing is, they've tagged us.
Oh, right. Dude, yeah. You saw the video?
Yeah, I did see the video.
Yeah, because I love you guys. She did this so much.
They've tagged us, so I don't see why you couldn't just ask them to send you a bottle, even if you paid full price for it and shipping.
I could message them.
Yeah.
Like, is there a way? I've done reviews on you guys. I swear up and down on you guys.
Or if they could if you could pay for a bottle and have somebody pick it up, and have Kim pick it up or something like that.
Well, that's always plausible. That's the easiest way to do it. But
seriously.
But I kind of also want a discount.
They've recognized that we've reviewed them.
Dude, yeah, because they comment on it like, oh my god.
I would love another bottle.
Did you see it?
My bottle,
Mine's
I'm squeezing every ounce.
I drank mine for the first time in the year.
Oh man, I am squeezing. I looked at the microphone. I don't know why. But my bottle is inching toward the edge of and I just taste it.
You just smell it? Oh,
no, I literally just pour myself maybe a half a
The only thing that sucks about the bottle that me and you have, they don't use that bottle anymore. Because the bottle shortage, they went to the old raggedy.
That's fine. I can save my old bottle. I haven't thrown it away yet. Yeah. But it's not like it was a specialty bottle either. I feel like it was a stock bottle that they bought somewhere, anywhere.
It's a unique bottle.
It's not that unique.
Well, look around. Look. I mean,
it's not that unique, but it's also not so special that you couldn't find it.
I like it. I like the profile of it.
But as far as Little Ron Bastard, dude, I wish they were more national.
They're small, but they clearly have a strong following. Bigger strong following than fucking Burnt Church.
Burnt Church was made for the yuppies in freaking South Carolina.
They ain't going nowhere. I didn't even know why I was thinking about wanting Kimberly to buy me the T1. That's the only one I liked. The Anita, only one I liked. And since then, they have yet to make a new product. At least,
which is surprising for a distillery that has such a big financial backing.
They keep the same four. They're clearly not. They don't know. They're clearly not. At least over Bastards, they doing fucking good because they actually like I said, they made their first Scotch or Irish whiskey.
I don't know if it's good as to whether the distillery is going good because they have people in the local area that frequent the area regularly, and it's like this bougie spots they hit up in the area, and that's why it's doing good. Or is it doing good? It's definitely not doing good because their whiskey is good. Their whiskey is fine. It's okay. But they do not deserve national coverage because their whiskey is okay.
You do know what else I like though from that area? What's the head island, the rum distillery?
Which one?
What's the head island? I have the rum right here. The aged rum is.
That place was cool.
It was cool, but their main rum was fucking great.
It was unpretentious, and you can buy their rum in small little bottles right out the door.
I thought that was fucking cool.
That was cool. Also, they sold a bunch of little what was it? Self-made sodas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had ginger ales and lime sodas, and everything that wasn't Sprite, Coke, and freaking Dr. Pepper. So that was good, but I can't remember what they were called.
They were called Headmaster or something. There you go.
And what's funny is they charged $15, $20 for a tour of the place, but the place was only maybe 1,500 square feet, which wasn't that big.
It was called Hilton Head.
Hilton Head. There we go. Hilton Head was the island that we were on.
Yeah. And I managed to buy the 23-year-old rum. And then, fuck.
Oh man, we're about to taste it. Again.
A little bit, because it's the only bottle I have.
That's fine.
As just like I said, if I want Kimberly to mute for me, I need her to bring me back at least this, because it's such amazing fucking rum. 23-year-old dark rum.
It doesn't look like a dark rum. It looks like a.
It looks like a regular gold rum, yeah. But dude, the smell is fucking amazing.
It smells really good. It smells really candy-like.
Sugar cane, baby.
Sugar cane. Yeah, man. There's a depth to it, but it's a depth that you can reach.
Almost tastes like Dr. Pepper.
That's good.
Tastes like Dr. Pepper, don't it?
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
I love good rum. Good rum is good. We're about to hit the mark here. But yeah, no, it's... I have to have your sister bring me back at least this, and at least either the Irish whiskey or the fucking regular bourbon. One of the two. I am curious about their Irish whiskey, though.
But this was pretty good. It was a good trip. It's a good road trip.
Fuck yeah.
Because when you get to this place, there's a place across the street that you can hit up too.
Yeah, the winery that we got drunk.
Yeah.
Well, we got drunk. Kimberly hit
There's a winery across the street, and yeah, it's a nice.
$10 for a sample platter. That they're free poured because the ladies don't give a fuck.
It depended on the person. Like if they liked you, they didn't give a fuck.
I know the older lady didn't give a fuck. She was like,
No, you're right. Certain ladies would give you like little free pours and stuff like that, but like some ladies were being.
They were like, hey, it's a sample.
Yeah.
But I feel bad because Kimberly...
But it's a nice little... Hilton Head is supposed to be a little tourist attraction area.
Yeah, but I feel bad for Kimberly because she really wanted to get drunk. And she's like, we came here for me, and I'm not even drunk. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't like the wine. Which is fun. Whenever she comes to Houston, I'll take her to a bunch of wineries she might like.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them here. Houston suddenly became this giant capital of breweries, distilleries, and wineries.
And we will hit that up on the next episode of Dos Pendejos.
We should do a road trip episodes. You down?
I'm down. We need to do some.
We do need
check
to
out the wine.
We do need some. We do need to do the wine trail. That's outside of Houston. On one weekend, we'll fucking take a camera.
I'm not paying $80 for a freaking frisbee golf though.
Frisbee golf.
Yeah.
I got a frisbee. I got my fucking discounts.
Yeah, but you lose that hole.
I know. I got my first bag got stolen. I finally rebuilt mine. But no, we're going to that wine trail.
All right.
Let's do that one episode. Fuck, I'll say here now. One day, I'll take a camera. We'll use our phone cameras or whatever, and we'll hit up the wine trails outside of Houston, at least 4 of them, and fucking record it and see how fucking bad we laugh. There's also a moonshiner outside of Houston, apparently. If you don't see Eric's face, he's like looks like shocked and disappointed and scared all at once.
No, you don't understand. Like in July, at least toward the end of July, my brother-in-law is supposed to be back, so we can include my brother-in-law.
Fuck
All we have to do is push him around in a wheelchair. So
let's do it. Fuck it, man. It'll be an
you
excuse.
can still drink. Fuck it.
It'll be an excuse. Fuck it. It'll
And
be
you
fun.
can have that third opinion. That freaking that.
I think it'll be fun because not a lot of people know about the winery trail outside of Texas.
There's a winery trail. I didn't
Yes.
know. I didn't understand what the fuck that was. What the fuck is that?
The winery trail means there's small wineries in close range. So it's kind of like how you can visit one winery and then go to the next one, go to that kind of pub crawl type thing. There's even a bus that'll take you to each one of them. I'm not gonna pay for the bus. I'm already paying for gas. Mm-hmm. So we can do that ourselves, and we can do up to 4 because there's like 4 within a certain range. Because I discovered it on my way to Cooper Family's distillery when I met the owner, and then driving back, I saw the sign, and I even asked the owner like, "What else is around here?" Like, there's a moonshine, and I forgot what town over, and then there's the winery trail, which they're closed by now. They make wine and mead, and I was at one of them wineries. And even she said, like, this is the start of the winery trail. You can walk through a vineyard, you can watch the thing, but there's like 5 more going north. So it's like, fuck. It's like, it sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun.
Sounds like a task, though.
It's okay. As long
Sounds
as
like the liver needs to fucking repair itself.
Dude, I just need to buy a new freaking reservoir for my Camelback. I'm good. No,
Let's go, motherfuckers!
You think I'm joking, but that might make the difference. Either that or just bring a gallon of fucking water.
No, that will make a difference. That or fucking do cocaine. Cocaine always helps.
Ask Johnny Depp.
He has a box of it.
No, he has a vintage jar.
Vintage jar, man. I got a bottle of sand.
I got a jar, dude.
Who doesn't have a jar of cocaine? I want a jar of cocaine.
Dude, I don't have a jar of cocaine.
I want one. Who doesn't want a jar of cocaine?
I would love a jar of cocaine. But
all right, we gotta close this out because it's already hitting 2 hours. Till next time, my friends. Oh man,
I have a jar of opiates that I got legally.
On the run, the shadow.